Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, evening, afternoon, day. Good everything. Welcome to the Triple Threat Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Matt Vaughn, here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Actually, for once, in the same room as another one of the members of the Triple Threat Podcast. Alex Vaughn is also here in the same room as me for the first time ever, making history. Alex, how you doing?
That's true. What you said is true. I can see you right now.
Do you like what you see?
No.
You know what? And I think being in the same room, his introduction style has also rubbed off on you, because that's exactly how he introduces the show every time.
The voice you're hearing now is William Vaughn in Vancouver.
In case I freaked you out, man.
Very much not in the same room. I feel because we're in the same room, because we're slightly next to each other. I feel very much like I'm in that Schwitty Balls SNL sketch with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, it's like you're on the radio. It's like,
that's right.
Yeah. Pete Schwitty. It's like the Hockey Central guys or the Baseball Central guys sitting there.
We've touched on so many things we're already going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the cast members who have left Saturday Night Live or have been shown the door, escorted out, kicked out by Lord Michael
Future
himself.
Endeavored.
Yeah.
Yes.
Future Endeavored. Yeah.
Yes.
They were literally told to get off my show.
Get off my show. Yeah.
So we're talking about that. We're going to talk about briefly about radio. Well, Alex, why don't you start? What do you think about radio programs being shown on television, like was Will mentioned before the podcast?
Sounds like he's a big fan.
Yeah, you love him?
I haven't said anything about it yet, but I am not a fan of radio
TV
shows
on
on
radio?
television. Yeah,
Or
I mean,
TV?
I don't get the point. Nothing visually happens at all. There's what is there? There's Mike Richards. So that's on every morning on TSN2. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Dave Naylor, The Drive, and then the Hockey Central and Baseball Central, and all equally terrible.
They got a sports bar level of memorabilia dangling around there, to make it look like something. But then on Sportsnet, they have like nothing. It's just like the guys. You have like the glass in the back, so it's like people shuffling around the office.
That's terrible.
And you can see Mac and Kipper and.
Your faces are on
guy.
the radio for a reason. They're not supposed to be televised to anybody, especially with small children.
Yeah, well, listen, you got to fill the airtime with something. You can't show Sportsnet Connected for 76 hours a day.
Oh, and there's one. Oh God,
Actually,
it's not even a sports one. You watch them?
I watch these shows.
I'm at work usually when they're on, so I don't have a chance. But yeah, you do what you do.
Listen to the radio.
Do what you do, baby. At work, I listen to podcasts or just Skrillex.
What a great idea!
Skrillex
Podcasts.
The Skrillex podcast, which is just 8 hours of
Listen to Skrillex
dropping. What's it called? Dropping the bass. Wait for the drop.
Yeah,
Right.
Dropping the bass, man.
There's another radio television show on Fox, and it's equally as horrendous. It's like a
Fox
TMZ,
Sports?
but no, just on
Oh.
Fox, and it has nothing to do with sports. Like, if you want to be as general as possible, any radio show on the television is ass.
Yeah, if we can.
Do
say
we get
that on
a-
the show. Yeah, we can say that. You got a bleeper?
Are we gonna get a bleeper?
Bleep-
No, the what's the thing you get? Oh, explicit on the.
Well, fun
We're gonna
fact,
get the
I'm
explicit
I'm
tag.
the one who puts the tags on there. So
I think our first one says clean, and the rest just don't say anything.
I was thinking about changing that, but I kind of like that.
I like that. Nobody knows what to expect. Is it clean or is it dirty? We won't tell you. We're
Yes.
explicit, man. We'll say yes if you want to.
See, if we say it with an E, it's fine. Let's just change one letter in every curse.
Is the E on the front or on the back? Is it on the
Yes.
front end or the ass end?
The E is on the ES end. No, it's on the front end.
I know. I'm so glad I get to get
Oh,
away
you
saying
had a
that
punchline
word
and
now
you had
that
to set it up, too. I got you.
No. Now we're explicit, man. It's like
This is it.
Unleashed.
This is breaking new ground.
We're letting everything fly with the kitchen sink. That's what we're doing here.
I wasn't
Up in
sure
this
when that
mug.
started. I was like, that might be a Dusty Rhodes, and I went right into an Austin, so I wasn't sure. Like the first couple syllables was like, yeah, baby. And then it
it's
went
bad,
into
baby.
Austin.
I think you have to say baby else doesn't count.
I just listened to Steve's show with Dusty Rhodes. You know, Dusty's first match was for the World Heavyweight Championship in Boston. He
What,
played
he's
for
like
the Boston.
Harley King?
No, not Harley Race.
Harley Race, yeah.
Yeah, I think he predates King Harley Race. Well, he wasn't. No. He was king. He was King Harley Race after he won the King of the Ring. But no, I think Dusty. He was cut from the Boston Patriots. He was a little famous around Boston. He kind of wanted to be a wrestler, and they're like, all right, well, next week you got a match in the main event. And he says he went into the ring and he never got 1 second of wrestling training. And the first thing the guy did in the match was slap Dusty across the face. And Dusty's reaction was, I got to sell this. And he didn't even know what selling was. He was just like, I got to show people that this hurt me. And he just knew, like, he just had this incredible instinct for the business of pro wrestling. It's kind of crazy. And then he just kind of went from there. But
for the record, showman. When you said that that he played for the Boston Patriots and then was cut, Matt and I, who are big Patriots fans, just both looked at each other and shook our heads like I had no idea he ever played football or for the Patriots, mind you.
Yeah, he's a football. I mean, you look at the guy. I mean, it's not hard to believe he's a football player.
It's actually hard to believe he does anything athletically ever, but.
Yeah, well, nothing too acrobatic. He is all about his charisma. He got by totally on his charisma and his mic skills. I mean, he's done some legendary promos. But, well, that's another time for another day. What? Another story for another time.
Yeah. That's another. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Are we really going to visit that later, or are we just going to let that?
Yeah, I'll table it. I'll table Dusty right now. I'll table Dusty. The WWE Battleground pay-per-view was last night, and what a show. It was great. You didn't get it on the network. I paid all my money for it, and it was worth every penny. I did actually recently acquire, through certain methods, the tables. No, I keep calling it TLC. Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
An understandable mistake.
Right? I realized they're oversaturating the ladder matches a little bit too much.
There's a whole pay-per-view dedicated to it.
There's a whole, yeah. And
I don't like how they do the pay-per-views anymore. Bring back No Mercy. Bring back Unforgiven. Bring back.
Well, they have Payback,
Return of the Taker, whatever it's called.
And you have Revenge in Your House, Revenge of the Taker.
Right.
They do have Battleground and Payback, and like those pay-per-views were just like, it's just like like Unforgiven or Judgment Day. You don't know what that is, but then when you have the Royal Rumble and then Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania, like it's a little too formulaic for me, where you have like an Elimination Chamber match every year. Like it was cool when it was like thrown into a Survivor Series or a SummerSlam when, somebody's had it up their sleeve. And Hell in a Cell is its own pay-per-view, but also you have a Hell in a, and I'm saying hell now, by the way, so we're definitely explicit.
Heck in a sec.
Heck in a sec. But you have, a Heck in a Sec match at WrestleMania 28, and you have, a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view that year also. I just think it's a little bit too predictable. Like TLC will be every December now. And Survivor Series doesn't even have a Survivor Series match in the main event. Hardly. No more.
I know. I mean, that's the whole gimmick. And they just kind of turn it into a regular pay-per-view. But it's one of the big four with no gimmick behind it whatsoever.
Yeah, with one Survivor Series match, but then they had a Survivor Series match at WrestleMania, WrestleMania 28. That show just stole every pay-per-view. They had a 30-man battle royal this year.
Yeah, and then during I want to say SummerSlam, like 3 or 4 years ago, it was WWE against NXT, like a big 7-on-7. That was the main event at SummerSlam.
John Cena, SummerSlam. Yeah, John Cena.
And Daniel Bryan came out.
Daniel Bryan came back, yeah.
I didn't know he was fired for real.
Yeah, because he choked somebody
for choking Justin Roberts with his tie and spitting. I think he spat on him too. Like he was just told to go all out and make it look as real as possible, and he was choking him with the tie. And it's a PG show.
Let's be clear here. He did it as part of the show. He didn't do it, backstage or anything. It was just part of the event, and he got a little carried away. And I don't think that's grounds for dismissal. And luckily, they changed their mind.
It wasn't a Nails-like situation where Nails actually attacked the promoter of the company backstage.
That man had the scariest voice when I was younger. Oh, my goodness.
And then, and then you grow up. You grow up and you realize it's just a button on a keyboard some monkey in the truck pressed to make his voice all sound modulated and cool. But it freaked us out as kids, man.
I probably mentioned this before. Papa Shango, which is historically a jokey gimmick, terrified me.
Yeah, Papa Shango.
Strictly the face paint.
Yeah, one time when he cursed the warrior and the warrior was like convulsing and throwing up, it was unreal.
I mean, yeah,
it was literally unreal. It wasn't a real thing, but it freaked us out. It freaked us out as kids, man. It sold the bit.
It's funny, man. Like little things freak me out. I remember, and this is totally digression, but let's just go with it anyway. I was watching an episode of Who's the Boss? With Tony Danza, of course, and Alyssa Milano and other people. I don't know.
Is he the boss, or is it Mona? Is Mona?
I believe Abed discovered it was Mona, which Stephen Tobolowsky was not a fan of. So you know, and then he, I think, goes on to teach a class on what's happening. Anyway, so there's an episode, and Tony Danza is just stirring a pot of tomato sauce, and then he's like wondering if he should date a girl or something. It's just one of those classic sitcom things. He sees his friend's face in the tomato sauce, and I was like 4. It scared the poop out of me.
Yeah.
So for some reason, like seeing a man's face in tomato sauce, like it frightened me. And I realize now how ridiculous it is. But the fact that I still remember being afraid of Tony Danza's friend in a thing of tomato sauce, I don't know.
I remember a couple of things on TV that were like complete jokes and like
I know
they were the dumbest thing, and it mortified me. I remember once on the short-lived series Dinosaurs, you know how they every time they reached in the fridge, you might remember this, they reached in the fridge, all the little like hands came out, like these little creatures living in the fridge, and then they got out, and that
was not cool, dude.
They were like running behind the couch, and they finally confronted one of them, and it was just like this little fuzzy guy with lots of food stuck to him. But I guess they built it up so like it would be such a horrifying creature that I just believed whatever they were going to say, and it just freaked me right out. Yeah. Also, I remember it was on America's Funniest People.
Joey Gladstone.
I think it might have been.
David
I think it might have been
I know.
Gallagher. It might have been Gallagher or somebody, but he had this giant like machine that made pizzas, and he got sucked into the pizza machine.
Oh, that's terrifying.
So he got sucked in the pizza machine, and like there's like little like fake heads of his getting stirred around and mooshed around and stuff, and it was supposed to be hilarious.
I can see it now.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's probably on YouTube. I'm too afraid to look it up.
But
that freaked me out. It was the dumbest thing, and it scared the heck out of me. I'm such a wimp.
It is. Yeah, well, you were. I mean, hopefully it doesn't scare
I was.
you now,
I'm catching up on lots of horror flicks these days. Just like Happy Gilmore at the batting cage, like. Oh, okay, that one hurt a little bit, but I'm okay.
Did you watch one
That's a horror movie? I'm confused.
Happy Gilmore's a horror movie. It's terrifying.
Okay.
If you're a golf ball, it is.
Most of Adam Sandler's recent movies are horrible.
Except for That's My Boy.
No, that's a horrific movie. I'd never want to talk about it again.
Will, in your time watching horror movies, did you watch one of the movies that scared me most? Just watching on TV. I think Alex was there. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Oh yeah, you're terrified of that troll.
Yeah, they were scary creatures.
That was frightening. It was.
I mean, yeah. I've never seen Ernest Scared Stupid all the way through. I can't. I can't manage it. What? I think I saw like Ernest Goes to Prison or something. I mean, that was an interesting. You know, Ernest. He was just like a TV pitchman in. Oh gosh, Ian Hamlin's getting out of my head for this. I think in Kentucky.
All of my knowledge of Ernest has come from the How Did This Get Made podcast, because they did Ernest Goes to Prison recently, and they went through all of that.
Oh, okay.
He was a TV pitchman, and they talked with Vern all the time, and
he had his own show. Hey Vern, I'm on TV. Yeah. He was in a Pixar movie. He was in 2 of them.
Yeah, he was the Slinky Dog in the Toy Story.
He was Slinky Dog, yeah.
Right. Jim Verney.
And then he died. That's why I assume that's why he was in the third one. That's not why I assume. I know he was dead before the third one came out. So yeah,
and he was actually pretty young when he died. He was only 50 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. And he died of lung cancer. Yeah.
He smoked. All the time.
If you couldn't tell by his chainsaw like throat effects, which I will not replicate under fear of having my larynx sacrificed. Alex, you've got beef, and I'd like you to, if you could, this might be therapeutic for you. Get this beef off your chest. Pull it off your chest, and let's hear your beef with this company.
Okay. Yeah, I think we may have oversold it last podcast by saying they were an enemy of the show.
You oversold it. So you touched on it. I called him an enemy of the show. We left it a week to percolate. Yes. I'm saying it's beef right now. I'm giving it the big lead up.
Yeah.
Build up the beef, buddy.
Here's what this guy said about you on the playground, and then you get to fight him. You never really said anything anyway, but the big kid's mad at you now. No, the new ad campaign. I don't know if you've seen it. Like, they kind of like were hitting it out of the park for ad campaigns with the,
This is Old Spice.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did I not mention that?
We didn't bring it up.
Oh, Old Spice. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure everyone listened to last week's, and if not, go check it out. Old Spice has been kind of knocking it out of the park with ad campaigns, but the new one, the friggin' junk face, where it's that's
not Old Spice. That's
Neutrogena. No, that's Old Spice.
100% it's Neutrogena.
Really?
Yeah, I just saw the ad for it the other day. Oh my God, Old Spice! We have a retraction.
Oh, it's Neutrogena. Why did I think it was Old Spice?
Yeah. Old Spice, we have a retraction to
print.
print.
I'm so upset, right? Oh my God, Old Spice!
Old Spice, you are
Please
now.
Accept my apologies.
No longer enemies of the show. Neutrogena,
you suck, major butts.
What was your favorite? Well, what was your favorite Neutrogena ad? Thank you. What was your favorite Neutrogena ad before this one? Nobody knows any Neutrogena ads.
I think the one where Hayden Panettiere
and
was splashing water on her face. Exfoliating skin stuff. Or maybe it was Vanessa Hudgens or Selena Gomez or, one of them. Oh, I feel so bad. I want to, if I knew somebody named Old Spice, I'd go apologize to him right now.
The current face of Neutrogena is whoever is famous and still 21. Once you get to 22, they shoot you. You're like a horse who broke its leg in the Kentucky Derby. You're of no use to anybody. They call you glue stick and send you to the factory.
Alex,
who is using bars of soap to wash their kibbles and bits and then their face?
Is that what the ad is?
Yes, it's like don't. It's like apparently. Shows a guy like in a stand-up shower.
Right.
Yeah, we see a silhouette. It's a naked man in this commercial.
We don't know what they are. There's something.
No, it's nudity on TV. Okay. He's not wearing his swim trunks in there for 5'6".
There's no profile.
He's naked.
Shot.
Well, there should be.
I'm shook, man. I'm so sorry, Old Spice. God. Gosh, Old Spice. If I could just give you a hug, I wouldn't, Spice. But I would apologize.
If your company is publicly traded, I'm buying stock right now. And Old Spice,
I'm sure they're owned by Procter & Gamble. Everything else in the world is.
Look, a company that uses Ray Lewis to advertise is a good company. Bottom line, I've been buying Old Spice deodorant. I've been buying Old Spice body wash. Santa leaves Old Spice body wash in my stocking every year. They used Ray Lewis a couple years ago.
Pretty sure that's Terry Crews, but
no, this Terry.
I get him.
Don't give me
too.
that.
Ray Lewis
Don't
is
give
on
me
Brooklyn
that.
Nine-Nine.
I get him
with the
confused.
Expendables.
And he's also in Blended. Loved him in Blended. My favorite Adam Sandler movie next to That's My Boy, which was amazing.
Please tell me you haven't seen Blended.
No, I'm not.
Okay, thank you. Anyway.
You know what? Actually, I've been doing poorly on our summer flicks. I've not yet seen Apes. I've not yet seen whatever you call it, 22 Jump Street.
I've seen both.
And toward the end of don't say anything then. So toward the end of the summer, we will go back and retouch and recant our movie picks from
go back
early podcasts.
We can only go back.
If Matt has a way
unless we're going to go back and then re-go back again. It's like when people say pre-register. It's just like or pre-book. It's like you mean just book ahead. Like that's what booking is.
My problem is forewarned.
Don't talk to me like.
The term
I don't know what face wash is. I know what face wash is. I'm a 25-year-old man. I know that above the neck gets a little different care than I don't shampoo my leg hairs.
You don't?
No. Well,
You're missing out.
I condition them, obviously. I'm not a moron.
No more leg druff. That's dandruff on your legs, by the way.
Thank you, because everyone knows Dan means head, and therefore...
Isn't that the Japanese word for head? If you're like
when people say, look at, watch your damn head, they're actually being redundant. They say,
watch your damn head.
Just watch your head. Doesn't make sense. I'll say only this about...
I'm so rattled about this.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and 22 Jump Street, both are good. In different ways.
Or as my friend's wife calls it, Jump Street 22.
Why?
I don't know, because she talks like a mom all the time.
Does she think it's the 21st sequel to Jump Street 1?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Yeah. She's like, well, obviously the number goes before, after.
One thing I forgot to mention last week also, about because we did report on Germany winning the World Cup. We were correct.
Yeah,
and
correct,
Alex, you didn't. I was going to ask you about the part, like what you did when you went to see it. You went to a bar in Halifax.
No, we didn't end up doing that. So I actually just watched it in the basement with a friend, and everyone else in the room was going for Argentina except me. So that's always fun being the advocate. And they kept saying, like, oh, clearly Argentina deserves to win. So I was like, I don't know. The shots are 10-10. The shots on goal for Germany were 7-2.
And the possession.
It's just because they had an offside goal. And he's like, oh, obviously they deserve to win. He didn't say that specifically, but it seemed to be where his head was at.
You know what? And this all this deserve to win in sports can go away. I hate it.
Clint Eastwood said it the best in Unforgiven. Deserves got nothing to do with it. And then he shoots Gene Hackman if you haven't seen the movie yet.
Spoiler alert.
Have you not seen it, Matt?
No, I haven't.
Unforgiven is tremendous.
I'm hoping I'll forget that specific detail about it.
But I want to see it. It's a 25-year-old movie. It's funny.
Yeah, it came out in 1991.
Statute of limitations.
Don't tell me how Heat ends. I still haven't seen it yet.
I have 2 copies of Heat. I will give you one.
Okay, wow. One of them may be mine because I did own it at one point. Do I own it?
Oh, that's very possible now that I think about it.
Matt, you can see my DVD shelf right now. Do I own it?
Do you own Heat? I don't know how it's arranged. Well, I see Cloverfield and I see Die Hard, so I assume it's alphabetical. Let me see.
Well, it goes like
he worked at a video
children,
store,
comedy, action.
Oh, you do genre.
And then, so it's alphabetical by genre.
Nice. I used to do that, and then I stopped being a loser.
So, Will, the reason I didn't go to a bar is because the main bar in Halifax that most people go to watch the World Cup is Niche, because they have a nice outdoor patio where you can actually watch the game. That's one of the only places that does it. And at 1 o'clock, it was packed. And the game started at 4 o'clock.
Holy smokes.
So I wasn't interested. And, it was just, I've been there so many times. It's like, you took my money. And it took an hour to get nachos, like when it got really busy. So, I mean, it's a great spot. It's got happy hour that runs from 4 till close. So it's a good spot to watch a game. Yeah. But, having been there 3 or 4 or 5 times already, it's just like, yeah, you know what? I'll just watch it wherever. I don't need any specific treatment.
What's your favorite place to go to for nachos in the city, Al?
Oh, God. You know, it's funny because the GF and I were on like a nacho kick one time, and we went all over looking for the best nachos. People were like, oh, shoe shop. Yeah.
It's a go-to,
so
but
when we went to the shoe shop, the vegetables were so thick or big, like you have to finely chop your vegetables when you're eating nachos. I know, like, this is going to be instructional on how to do nachos, but their enjoyment was completely lost. You'd only get 1 vegetable per chip, and the whole thing is getting the mélange of vegetables, and then the salsa was frozen. Ooh. So that was not fun. So I don't really have a specific nacho spot. Actually, Niche does have decent nachos, and the Keg actually has really good nachos as well. And the Keg is one of the few places, or at least was, where you can get guacamole. Like, it's just included with it. Don't charge me $6 for guacamole.
Yeah.
I hate when they don't give you enough of sour cream or salsa or guacamole. Like, when they give you what is clearly enough for maybe half, and it's just like, don't make me ask for more. Don't charge me for more. Just give me what is a reasonable amount of dip for my nachos.
I know. It's like that little, like, black.
Yes.
Not the ramekin, but the little one that has the lid on it.
Yes.
It's almost like a ketchup thing.
Yeah.
And then there's a specific spot in Halifax that serves nachos. I won't say what it's called, but I went there. We got nachos, and it came with sour cream and donair sauce. No salsa. No salsa. It was kind of it's on the waterfront, and that's as much information as I'll give. There's about 5 or 6 places it could be. So I think
they're enemies of the show now.
They're going for so them and the Neutrogena. I wonder if they're both owned by Procter and Gamble, and then I can just make Procter and Gamble an enemy of the show. I'm going to look into this. If Neutrogena and Old Spice are owned by the same company, then that's fine. Oh, Old Spice, I am so sorry. But Junk Face, guys, can you say something about Junk Face before we get off the topic? Which we've already done like 4 times.
Yeah, well... So
let's go back to
the ad is all about don't clean your face with the same bar as what you clean your business with. Is that what I'm?
Your biznatch.
Yeah.
Biznatch. So okay, like why is that an ad?
I don't. Are
they saying buy 2 bars of soap and keep 1 for the lower hemisphere and 1 for the upper hemisphere?
But it's only face. Like, who washes their face with a bar? First of all, I haven't used a bar of soap in 8 or 9 years.
Well, you probably should.
Somebody.
That is just wiping his face with his phone, trying to mimic a.
This is the weirdest thing.
You don't know.
Not enjoyable. So, I haven't used body wash.
Wash rag.
I don't know. I
use
body
wash
wash.
rag.
Damn it.
I use body wash too. And little. What's with this thingy? I use that.
Old Spice is Procter & Gamble, and Neutrogena is Johnson & Johnson.
How ironic.
They're the only companies that
don't
find out the guys who do their ads and then just boycott them.
Monsanto.
They're saying don't wash your Johnson with the thing you wash your face with. There you go.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we're explicit.
We made reference earlier in this episode. I made a quick reference to Saturday Night Live.
Yes, you did.
We're roughly on the topic of sweaty balls.
Saturday Night Live.
Because we're kind of there. So Saturday Night Live, okay, I will demystify this a little bit. We are recording this podcast a wee bit earlier than usual.
Maddie?
We record this Monday morning every single time.
Yes,
WWE's Battleground already
took
place. Are you out of your mind?
So I was about to go into something Alex wants, but Alex, yes.
Well, I was just going to say before I don't want you to tell the names. Okay.
No.
Okay, we're going to let Will guess.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
What?
So
I have
Saturday
to
Night
look
Live,
at a cast
there are,
list then.
I want to say...
No. You'll know.
Okay.
There are 4 performers that were on Saturday Night Live last season that are confirmed to be gone this season. Do I have that right? 4, Alex?
Yeah.
4, yeah. So 4 are gone.
Let's give him a little clue, too. Being that 3 were only on one season and 1 was a sort of a vet.
And an even gender split, if I'm not...
Yeah.
Yeah, even gender split. So, Will, what are you guessing?
So 3 rookies are gone.
3 rookies are gone, 1 vet. I'm going to guess Nassim.
Okay, well,
I'm going to guess...
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so the vet I'm going to guess is Nassim Pedrad.
Yeah. Right, and we talked about how she was probably going to go.
Yeah, she's going to Mulaney.
Right.
So
even though I assume she's filmed all of them.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to guess
she has like a 6 or 13 episode order.
I imagine they might kick out the back 9. They might do that shortly if they get pretty good in the first couple weeks there. But so that would make sense. But
you know what? I bet I'm going to get 100% on this. So Nassim Pedrad is the vet.
Well, you have to get the next one because it has to be
Noelle Wells.
Yeah.
John Milheiser.
Yep.
And Mike O'Brien.
No.
Mike's.
That's a good guess. Well, Mike O'Brien is also on the writing team. And he's been there for a few years.
But so was Tim Robertson was too.
Right. I wouldn't be shocked if he reverted back to writing, but you're still missing one.
I know. Oh, thought I got 100%.
You may not know because he was barely in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Brooks Wheelan?
Yeah.
Oh, Brooks.
I know.
We hardly knew ye, literally.
Brooks, no, because he would make jokes about how he was hardly ever on the show, and he was featured on Weekend. Well, that's hey, let's not focus on what they're losing. Let's focus on what they had. They had a season, and they got on SNL, and that's all that matters.
John Milheiser was in one sketch with Lady Gaga, and that's all I can remember.
I think he has a dancing background or something.
Well, how does that guy get on the show?
He's a crazy dancer.
How do you get on the show?
He's a funny guy. They just didn't know. Well, I don't know. He's good. Well, the problem is they had 7, 8 new people this season.
Right,
man. But no, the good ones are sticking around. Sorry, my apologies to Mike O'Brien. He's now a friend of the show. Sorry.
So funny in the bank loan office, birthday loan office sketch in Portlandia. Well, have you seen that? You've seen it, right?
Is it season 3?
Yeah.
No, I've not seen it,
dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching it right now.
You're on season 3?
That's funny. Or season whatever one just came out on the flicks.
Okay, so season 3. And so just for the record, they're currently filming season 5. So you're super behind because Fred is not on Seth Meyers right now because he's filming that.
So 4 has come out. 4 came out this spring. Is that right?
Yeah, but but we don't get that channel in Canada, eh?
Yeah,
so we gotta wait for it to come on Netflix, eh?
I definitely haven't seen any episodes of Portlandia season 4 yet.
Yeah, because it's impossible.
I definitely don't have it on my computer right now.
Guys, I don't know. You guys can't see his face, but he's looking at me as if he's doing these things that he said he hasn't done. So I don't want to accuse him of anything.
I think he's...
But he copped that.
He's implying...
He copped that.
He's implying...
He copped. Those episodes of the television show Portlandia.
He copped that. Speaking of copping, this week I copped the new disc from a certain parody artist.
Oh, Strange Jim.
Strange Jim Herbovitz.
I apologize.
Weird Al.
I apologize to my parents for being pretty disappointing.
pretty much, yeah. No, well, we can all relate. Literally, because we're related. He is doing a thing where he's releasing a new video from his new album. New video every day. One of the most recent ones was one called Foil, which is a parody of Lord's song Royals, which she you guys know she got the idea for the song when she looked.
Please do not.
You guys know?
Sassy black woman,
man. Anyway, Foil. The album's very funny. He spoofs Lord.
Record, that's going to be an old video by the time this podcast comes out. Just saying.
Well, I said one of the most recent ones, Alex. Look at my wording.
They're all going to be recent by the time this podcast comes out.
So he spoofs amongst other people. He spoofs Lord, Imagine Dragons,
Robin Thicke,
Iggy Azalea. Pharrell, yeah, he really does a number. Does a couple of numbers actually.
That Pharrell one, I listened to it at my place of business, so I was kind of just listening to it and not watching the video. And then I read something where it's like, yeah, it's all one shot, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
So I went back and watched it and was like, wow, that is all one shot. That is very impressive.
It is impressive.
A lot of celebrity cams. The biggest being probably Margaret Cho. That's probably the biggest celebrity cameo in that one. So. The rest are they kind of pale in comparison to.
Yeah, he's got this
Marge.
This Jack guy. I don't know what he knows about parody novelty musicianships. Weird Al, big fan of his from back in the day.
Yep.
Which brings me to the surprise Weird Al pop quiz. Gentlemen, I have 4 questions each and 2 tiebreakers related to one Alfred Yankovic and his
We're looking at each other, so we can tell if the other one's looking up things on the interwebs.
That's why I thought this is a good time to do this. Now, okay. Matt, do that thing.
Yeah.
Even though I have the same phone. So, but first, before you flip it,
okay.
Alex, what do you call? Because you're the home team. So what do you call?
Heads.
Heads. Okay. So Alex calls heads. So Matt, go to it.
Siri, flip a coin.
Siri.
This is so intense.
She says heads. She says heads.
If that's at Tails, I was going to say you made all those noises with your mouth like you're that guy from Police Academy.
I would show you.
You didn't.
I would show you.
What's that guy's name, Will, from Police Academy?
He's
Wilford Brimley?
No.
Yeah,
I'll find out. So, Alex, you have the option to
Ian's
going
to be so mad that we don't know that, just for the record.
I know. I'm looking it up right now. Ian's going to hate us. He's going to be an enemy.
This podcast is all about appeasing Ian.
We'll be an enemy of his.
He's the volcano. This is the podcast is the virgin we throw within it.
I like him. He's a great guy. I think when I told him I hadn't seen Beverly Hills Cop, he was legitimately thought lesser of me because of
that. I told him I hadn't seen Cable Guy, and I might as well have said I killed his dog. He's like that was
Cable
his
Guy.
reaction.
That's understandable. I watched half of Beverly Hills Cop.
I feel like I've seen enough of Cable Guy to get the gist.
Cable Guy. That's all I saw.
Yeah, it was in the commercial. So, Alex, you have the option to go first or pass, and go second. It's just going to alternate.
And so it's 4 questions each and 2 tiebreakers?
That's correct.
Okay. I will, you know what? I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Alex will, I don't know. Will's pause makes me think that. All right, let's go. It
was Michael Winslow, by the way.
Oh, no, it wasn't, was it? Oh.
Police Academy. Michael Winslow. Take that, Ian.
Yeah, we knew that. Can we edit out everything where we didn't know what was happening and then just make Will's voice sound like my voice?
Yeah.
I say it was, and then he says Michael Winslow, and then we just pick up. All right, so I'll write that down. 38 minutes in.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Michael Winslow, Mr. Black.
Yeah.
That's 2 Simpsons quotes for me 2 weeks in a row. I am killing it.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
you'll hit me, man.
I'm
Matthew,
almost out.
Question to you. Okay. This late legendary music icon already had 2 songs covered by Al and was said to be a big Weird Al fan, but refused Al's parody to this song entitled Snack All Night. So we're looking for the artist and the song that Snack All Night was parodying.
Michael Jackson, Black or White.
Correct.
Wow. That is Extremely impressive. Is there there's no stealing, right? Well, because there's tiebreakers.
Yeah, we won't do the steal thing because
is bad.
I always lose track, so I can't
all night.
I can't keep track of it. Yeah, I refused to do Snack All Night because MJ thought the message of Black or White was too important to be spoofed. But Weird Al does play that song in concert. He just
that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, well, he's not like, screw you, Michael. He's just, he's having a good time, man. He's just getting down. Okay, Alex, to you. Mark Knopfler, the guitarist for this band, allowed Al to cover his song parodying the 1960s show, which in 1993 became a movie starring Jim Varney and Diedrich Bader. We're looking for the band and the show.
Okay, so the band is Dire Straits.
Yeah.
And the show is, don't say the movie title I just said not too long ago. The Beverly Hillbillies.
That's correct.
All right. Oddly enough, Jim Varney played the dad in the Beverly Hillbillies remake.
Yeah.
That's what he just said.
That's what he said.
Oh, they said Diedrich Bader.
Yeah.
After.
Okay, so oddly enough, what you just said, I agree with.
First time
I knew
the first time ever.
It's funny. I mentioned Mark Knopfler.
Yes, you did, Matt, which is why I was glad you didn't get that question.
I would have answered it.
See, I wrote these and then I changed some stuff around to make it a little easier. So this is it's not on hard.
It's hard without because you're not giving us choices or options. So it's kind of like I have to describe enough that you're not going to be totally confused.
Wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So Matthew, this is to you.
Yes.
Animal lover Paul McCartney is also an Al fan, but refused a parody of this song entitled "Chicken Pot Pie" for this personal reason. Looking for the song and his reason.
That would be the "Live and Let Die" of the James Bond film, and it's because he's he doesn't eat meat.
He is vegetarian.
Yeah,
yeah, he doesn't like that. Correct. Yeah,
"Live and Let Die." Another song that has come up before on the podcast.
Okay, Alex, this is.
I don't like the sound in your voice right now, Will.
This is actually a really jerk question to you. But
you
I have to come up with
sassy
something.
black woman.
Listen, you gave us a World Cup quiz where I said England won 0 World Cup, so leave me alone.
Well, they only won one, and they haven't come
1960.
close since, really. 66.
I mean, if you watch Mad Men, you know that.
Yeah. Well, I know. The Mad Men quiz is next week. I got a lot of TV to watch. On January 14th, 2011, Al tweeted, "You'll become the center of attention when you replace every square inch of your skin with plexiglass." In response to which new zodiac sign, as an addition to this song from the album Running with Scissors? We're looking for the name of the new zodiac sign and the song.
Sorry, so he invented the new zodiac sign, or there is one?
It's the 13th zodiac sign that was, I guess, discovered in 2011. So he wrote a new line to this song.
Well, the song is "That's Your Horoscope for Today," I thought. Or that's at least how the chorus goes. I had no idea there was a 13th sign, so I'll just say...
Well, if you don't know what it is, you'll never guess it in a million years because it's a really weird name. But you were right about the song. The sign, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, is Ophiuchus. Yeah, it's spelled Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus. I guess. I don't know. You have a girlfriend. Maybe she's into astrology. Not that.
Wow, that was extremely.
We'll cut that.
You know the ladies in the astrology.
I mean, that's Alex, not wrong. She looks at her horoscope all the time. But.
There, maybe she used an Ophiuchus.
I think it's pronounced dumb question. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Hey, you got half that dumb question right. So
do I get half a point?
Yeah. You get. There's 10 points up for grabs in each of these. 5 points for each.
Excuse me.
These are all two answer questions. Matthew.
Yes.
This announcer guested on this Al spoof, describing all the many prizes he would not win. Should also mention it's the announcer of a game show.
Oh, come on.
Is that it? Just to name that guy?
It's name the announcer of the game show who guessed it on the song and also name the song.
Okay, I'm assuming. Okay, I assume the song is "Lost on Jeopardy," and The announcer, I would have to say Alex Trebek. Alex Trebek.
That's incorrect. The announcer is Don Pardo.
Oh, that from SNL.
Pardo.
If I was going to guess, I would have said Rod Roddy.
Was I right about the song? Was the song right?
Yeah.
The song I Lost on Jeopardy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So it's 2.5 to 1.5 right now.
Yeah. Well, I do it out of 10 instead of out of 1. Alex, in 2003, Al guest starred on this popular show singing a spoof of which John Cougar Mellencamp song?
The show is The Simpsons, and the song. Sorry, what song will I give you? The John Mellencamp one?
Yes, give me the John
Jack
Mellencamp.
and Diane.
Yes, and he sang Homer and Marge.
Here's a story about Homer and Marge.
That's correct.
Grilled
Matthew.
cheese sandwich? Is that something like that? Long after the grilled cheese sandwich is gone? No.
I
think that's how it ended. Man, I'm 3 for 3 on Simpsons.
Yeah, you kill. Someone's on a kick. Matt, which member of Santa's famous squad remained in therapy after the Bearded One's rampage in this 1996 song?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the song is "The Night Santa Went Crazy."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! Cupid?
No, it's Blitzen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get a 1 in 8 chance.
I was trying to sing the song in my head, and I thought that's what okay.
I forget what happened to Cupid. I don't know.
Barbecue Blitzen. He took a big bite and said, "Tastes just like chicken." You got Prancer and Dancer with an old German Luger, and he sliced up just like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right. Like, I could have just been. It's similar to that.
I don't know. Maybe you did Barbecue Blitzen. I'm gonna have to go.
Boy.
Okay, just a sec. We have a discrepancy. Might say anyone. Folks, we're changing the world one tune at a time.
I mean, this could be me because I just.
No, you're right about Blitzen, though.
But I think Blitzen's in therapy, and Donner's still nervous, and the elves all got jobs working at the Postal Service.
I know. Just figure out which one it is.
And they say Mrs. Claus is on the phone every night with the lawyer negotiating the movie rights. Okay. Let's see what happened.
Find the lyrics. Do your.
I'm looking right now.
He picked up a flamethrower and he barbecued Blitzen, and he took a big bite and said it tastes just like chicken.
Oh, he did barbecue Blitzen. Well, maybe. Okay.
So he said the workshop is gone now. He decided to bomb it. Everywhere you'll find pieces of Cupid and Comet. Right. And he tied up his helpers and he held the elves hostage. And he ground up poor Rudolph into reindeer sausage.
So dark.
He had Dancer and Prancer with an old German Luger and slashed up Dasher just like Freddy Krueger. So he did barbecue Blitzen. I don't remember what the question
where's the therapy? Can you find therapy in there? Because if it's none of them, then I demand a free point.
I thought there was a line. But
now Vixen's in therapy and Donner's still working.
So I still lose. That's fine.
And the elves all got jobs working at the Postal Service. And they say Mrs. Claus. She's on the phone every night with her lawyer negotiating the movie rights.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I didn't say that.
No,
reiterate.
Okay, go on.
We're recanting it. So
why am I even on this podcast if I'm not listening to it whilst I'm in the midst of it?
I don't know.
Do you know Jim Verney? Yeah, I just said that. Do you know that? Yeah, I just said that.
Podcasts are for talking, not for listening. Alex, Al introduced himself as the author of this Lunch and Meat inspired song to the lead singer, Doug Feiger, the lead singer of this band, who enjoyed Al's parody so much he suggested it be released as a single.
Okay, so I need to name the band?
Need to name the band and the song that Al wrote.
Oh, gosh. So the song is... Oh, My Bologna.
Yep.
So after My Sharona. But who the hell sings My Sharona?
Matt's probably pulling his hair out right now.
No, he is now that you said it, but before he was sitting there
I'm dutiful.
I'm not sure if he knows it either. Do you know
it? I think I might.
Man.
Oh, God, I'm going to be so... I don't know. I legitimately don't know. The Pixies. It's not the Pixies.
Is it Kinks?
No. It's some one-hit wonder.
It's the Knack.
The Knack. I knew it was the something.
I had most of the letters right.
So you had letters and I had the. So that was close.
I think I would say split that, but never mind.
So, boys, we have the most exciting thing we could ever ask for. We have a tiebreaker.
What was it, 3-3?
It's 3-3.
Yeah, because we got half points. Great. Yeah, baby.
Well,
we just get
it's
2 and 2 halves question right.
3 out of a possible 4. So
that's pretty good. Yeah, and thank you for giving half points.
Those questions got insanely hard toward the end.
The knack. That's tough.
How would Alex know the lead singer of that band? How is that a hint at all?
I don't know.
It's not like the song.
So
half of Matt's songs are just sound-alikes. You just say, chicken pot pie. Is that Maybe I'm Amazed? No.
Maybe I'm amazed by your chicken pot pie.
He's got some parody songs that have different titles than.
Yes, that's true.
You know what I mean? Okay, so here's the tiebreaker.
So this goes to Matt first.
Well, this goes to both.
Oh, okay. We're in the same room. We could wrestle.
It's not.
It's time for wrestling match, baby.
We gotta throw down and throw this thing once for all, if you will. So I'll ask one and then the other. So Matt, I'll ask you first.
Okay. How
many Grammys has Al won for Best Album?
Hold on, is this closest to the pen or is it?
Exact? Or no, it's not just for Best Album. Sorry, it's Grammys overall.
Yeah, we weren't thinking that. I don't think he's ever. Oh, I guess he is there. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Okay, so how many albums has he won? It's closest.
How many Grammys has he won?
Is that what you said? Okay.
Sorry, it's so really over here.
7.
Alex?
It's either like embarrassingly, they're shockingly low, or like ridiculously high. I'm gonna sit. You're laughing, you jerk.
You could also guess 7 if you wanted.
I'm gonna guess 3.
Alex is 100% correct.
Oh, here comes the boom, baby! Click, click, boom, baby!
And I might as well say I don't know why I made 2 tiebreaker questions.
I don't know either.
If I get this right, though, can we be tied?
Yeah, why not?
Let's just do it. Do I get to answer it as well?
Yes, and you'll get to answer it first. With the middle initial of M, what is Al's middle name?
It's got to be middle, right?
All right, that's your answer.
No, Alex is going first.
That was Matt, by the way. That was not me.
I know.
Okay.
I said your.
Yeah, oh, sorry. You did say your. Oh, gosh. M.
Mildred.
I'll say
McConaughey.
Madrigal. Al Madrigal Yankovic.
Madrigal is.
I feel like
Al
Madrigal
correct.
is a correspondent.
Daily Show correspondent.
Exactly, yeah. I feel like his name.
Matthew, your answer.
Samantha B. Yankovic. Oh gosh, Michael.
Well, Matt, I really hoped you would have got that question right because I just said the answer when I asked you. Matthew.
Is it Matthew? Okay, well.
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to be as self-centered as to say, I bet it's my name.
Alfred, Matthew Yankovic. So, Alex, congratulations. You won the Weird Al pop quiz.
Biggest Weird Al fan in the world, baby.
And that slow clap.
Slow
joke. No, I'm doing my joke. Yeah, Joker.
The Joker's clap was much faster than that.
You can't see I'm doing a dead perfect Joker.
Yeah, except for like his face and body posture, but like his arms are out straight.
Posture was exactly right. Look at this, Alex.
Well, he's right about the dead thing. Too soon. So yes, congratulations, Alex. You won the Weird Al pop quiz.
I was crying. I don't know if you can.
All right, and what do I win? So just for anyone,
you got to win the album. I think we'll have to get you the album.
I think so, man. Cop that this way. So this is probably
you win the album.
Yeah, this is almost definitely Weird Al's last album ever.
Why?
He's 54 years old.
No, because, and I think I'm getting this wrong, but we'll just say it like it's fact. I think he signed a really big, like 10-record contract back in like the 80s or 90s, and now this was the last one on that contract. Very similar to a Tim McGraw situation. But now Al's just like
mandatory fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called, mandatory fun, because he had to make the record.
Is he just gonna put out singles?
Yeah, I mean, digital nowadays. I mean, he might do EPs, he might do singles, but it's potentially his last album anyway. I can't be positive, but he's mentioned it before.
It's because he did the parody to Whatever You like 2 weeks after that song came out, like the original song came out. So like now he can like hear a song, like even though this album is it's the newest one. There's still songs that are, a couple months. Like Royals is a year or so old. Like they're not really new. So he can like record the song and he'll have to like basically wait until he gets a bunch of other songs cobbled together to make an album out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now with the digital and all that stuff, so now he can actually just like he can hear a song today and record it and get it out tomorrow if he wanted to.
He's like Prince.
Yeah, Prince, who hates Weird Al, and Weird Al keeps asking Prince to parody his songs, and he's like, he asks him every couple of years to see if Prince is lightened up, and
he's a pretty humorless guy.
Except he was on
New Girl.
New Girl,
actually pretty good on it. That episode's friggin' funny as anything.
Yeah, funny as anything, or funny as everything. Or funny as nothing.
Oh man, there's something about it. It's funny. It's funny. I don't like Zooey Deschanel, and yet I quite enjoy Fox's. You know what? I quite enjoy Fox's Tuesday night lineup. So sue me. Dad's probably the best new comedy of last year. Am I right?
I didn't see it.
Green, Giovanni Ribisi. Oh yeah, I'm kidding. That show was a big sack of Neutrogena. So I think I
take that J&J.
Yeah,
you can say whatever you want, Alex. It's an explicit show.
Yeah, big sack of Neutrogena.
Well, who's going to do the Zooey Deschanel thing on SNL now? They
got rid of Abby Elliott.
Yeah,
big mistake as far as I'm concerned.
I liked Abby Elliott; she was fun. I mean, we don't know why people leave the show. Is it usually because do you think it's usually because they're asked, or usually because they've stepped away? Usually, it's not a new person who steps away. I'm sure Brooks. I'll keep wanting to call him Brooks Orpik. I'm sure Brooks Whelan doesn't. Isn't
but there's a lot of one-season wonders. Rob Riggle was a one-season wonder. Right. Michaela Watkins, Casey Wilson, Jenny Slate. Like a lot of people,
didn't Casey do more than one season?
No,
really. Did they? Oh wait, that was supposed to be earlier.
Oh, yeah. That was supposed to be earlier. Did we miss that cue?
We totally did. We got to record the whole thing.
Oh, we got to do it all over. And then we got to record last week's because I called out Old Spice when I shouldn't have.
She just said Neutrogena. He said the wrong.
I feel like this crop, besides Nassim Pedrad, probably did not say, yes, let me go. I feel like your Janine Garofalo's left on their own steam, but of their own volition, but I don't know how many others would have.
Of their own accord.
Yes. Yeah.
Apparently she had why did she have such a bad time on the show, by the way?
It was during a pretty like rough time in terms of like what it was like to be a woman there.
Oh, okay.
She just like the Sandler and Farley hijinks that a lot of people put up with because it was really good stuff. And Schneider, she didn't put up for it. She didn't put up with it, rather.
Okay.
So she was, and I'm not like a big Janine Garofalo fan, so I'm not like, aside of Mystery Men, obviously. So I'm not saying that it wasn't at least her attitude a little bit too.
I'm the waffler. A little follow up on Casey Wilson. Technically, a season and a half. She was hired during the writer's strike and debuted in February of 2008, and then she was gone. She did the next season, and then she was gone after that. So 30 episodes a season and a half. So we were all right.
I'm so happy, and every time I see like Michaela Watkins occasionally guest stars on Modern Family, and she's
in an episode of Comedy Bang Bang too.
Yeah, so I'm always whenever
that's a great TV show.
Jenny Slate's got a movie out now called Obvious Child.
Obvious Child.
I haven't seen yet, but a lot of comedians are really like it. No, and I was happy Casey got that role on
Happy Endings.
Happy Endings, and
you guys watch that show?
No,
I've watched a bit of it.
Oh my god, it's
funny show.
Matt, check it out. Seriously, it's on Netflix. So when you get internet ever installed at your place,
how's that going
in the next year and a half?
There's a reason we're in the same room right now.
Let's just say the cable provider or internet provider, who we won't name, is being a big sack of Neutrogena.
Yeah,
they're being a big ass about it.
Oh, you just said.
Right?
I get it because it's Bell Alliant and they have the same initials.
Right?
You suck, Bell.
So actually, real quick about Casey Wilson, right? We're talking about her.
Yes,
sort of.
I just saw that she was in a trailer for Gone Girl, David Fincher's newest movie that I finished reading or listening to the book this past week, and so she's in a dramatic role for a bit of a change, possibly a semi-comedic dramatic role, but mostly dramatic.
Interesting.
Playing the character of Noel Hawthorne.
Word for Bob Odenkirk. Word for him.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Bob Odenkirk. He's the guy.
Okay, I was like, I don't know. Speaking of actors in dramatic or comedic actors in dramatic roles, have you seen the trailer for Foxcatcher?
Foxcatcher. No,
not Snowpiercer.
Is that the Tatum?
That's the Tatum and Stephen Carell. Yeah, Foxcatcher. So it's about it's actually Kurt Angle's old wrestling coach, Dave Schultz or Mark Schultz. Anyway, he was killed by this millionaire who gave a lot of funding and support behind amateur wrestling for Olympics and things like that. So Steve Carell plays this guy. I thought his name was John DuPont, I guess his name is. Who's kind of an eccentric, crazy millionaire and things like that. It looks really good. Mark Ruffalo's also in it.
And you said
I remember hearing that. I remember hearing that too. Kurt Angle talking about that happening. Yeah,
it was in his book, so I remember.
Right,
so it's kind of exactly on that. So I know I did a terrible job of explaining it, but the trailer looks really good, and Steve Carell is nearly unrecognizable.
Oh, I should also mention Kurt Angle. Also, big news. Sting has now come to WWE 2K15, the video game, if you pre-ordered in stores.
No, but like he's not going to sign with them, right? That's ridiculous.
He has signed with them.
Yeah, but he's not going to wrestle.
Just a video game contract. That's all it is.
It's a video game. Yeah. He's not. He's no longer under contract with TNA. But I would love to see. I mean, I think everybody agrees. It's up to him, obviously. I'd love to see Sting just do like one WrestleMania match against. Doesn't have to be against Undertaker, but that's obviously what people would like to see. I like to see him do one. He's very old. He's old now.
He's like 57, which is very old for a wrestler.
Yeah. He can't be 57.
No, he's 55.
55? Are you talking about? Wait a minute. Are we talking about Sting or are we talking about Sting? Let's make sure we're talking about the right Sting here.
We're Sting from the Police. Is in the new WWE 2K14.
Yeah, he's born in 59, so that make him what?
Gordon Sumner,
55.
Make him 55? What?
Yeah, he's old, man.
That's insane.
He was in the 80s, wrestled in the 80s. Think about
it's
that.
like when you talk. What's funny is because the World Cup just ended, and you're like, ugh, this guy is so old. Aryan Robin, he's like 29. Get him out of there.
Is he only 29?
I don't know. But like that's just an example. He's
washed
what was that? What was the guy with the?
So he's 30.
It's like with gymnasts. You could be like, oh my gosh, she's a 20-year-old gymnast.
Or like a female tennis player. It's like, oh my god, she's 22. Get her out of there. Put her in a home already.
Yeah, get her off the Neutrogena ads and get her out of here, man.
But if you're playing pro soccer and you're like 35 and you're playing in the Prem or the Liga or Serie A or anything like that, like you were killing it.
It seems to be pretty dangerous to play in Syria, considering all the issues that are going on in Syria right now.
I wouldn't recommend it.
That's not what I meant.
I wouldn't recommend.
What do you wanted to play in Gaza next, Alex? Huh?
Who was the guy who played for Argentina with that awesome haircut? What was his name?
Oh God, Palacio.
Oh, that was the word. Was it like some horrible rat tail Padawan thing?
Braided rat tail thing. So he had it like even when he had like not long hair but longer hair than a shaved head. It was always just like dangling around.
Master Kenobi.
How do you not pull him down by that? Like he's Troy Polamalu after an interception. Just knock. It would come right out of his head. One solid yank.
It's legal to tackle an NFL player by his
or
part
her
of the hair, right? It's considered part of the uniform. Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that haircut is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't understand
I've
NFL
seen all
players
three
with
Transformers movies.
Like the really was like 5. Oh yeah,
I want to acknowledge the fourth one.
Yeah, that's another one I haven't seen, but that I remember that.
And I've actually only ever seen the first one.
Transformers was on my list on my clink. It was a stinker, not a clinker. The clinker's a good one. The stinker would have been Transformers. I think what was my clinker?
Do you want to guess how much Transformers 4 has made in the worldwide box office since it came out?
Is it up to $1 billion yet?
No.
Okay, let's see. Last time I checked, it was.
It's killing it in China.
Close. So, this is Age of Extinction, right?
I'm going to guess. I'm going to take a guess on how much it's made.
Closest to the pin.
So this is, I believe this is up to last weekend. Oh, no, sorry. Up to the 15th.
Of July. We'll just pick a random date. July 15th, whatever.
Which is like 4 or 5 days ago.
Right. So worldwide, what do you think it's been at? Alex, you can say it first. Don't look over here, though.
I'm not. My eyes are closed and my hand. I can't even see Matt right now.
What number do you think? Worldwide.
Worldwide, 623. No.
Will?
I'm going to guess 850.
So if we did prices right, I'd say Alex. It's 754 million.
What?
754 million. So the thing is, like, this is a movie that made $540 million in foreign box office. So just as a result of the foreign box office, this movie is very profitable.
See, that's
why they keep making more of these movies.
Yeah, because they're just like something big and loud and whatever.
And you'll see the American bastards get hurt. Actually, a lot of it takes place in Hong Kong, apparently. So
there you go.
I just assume Chinese people in China are anti-American. I don't know if that's true.
I can't find a reason why Rodrigo Palacios' hair looks like that. There's no reason for it. Like, I looked it up on it and it's just like, it's his hair. I honestly feel like he thinks it gives him power or something like that. I don't understand.
Like he's got like a shaman or an amulet or something.
You know what? I think it's to get heel heat with the other team. That's all it is. He's got some mad heat with the other team. It's like, you hate my hair? Well, I'm gonna kick it by you. It's what soccer players say on the pitch, right?
I'm going to kick it by you.
Before I forget, happy birthday to our mother.
Right.
She
28 years old.
29. We're Benjamin Buttoning each other. We're going to meet in the middle. And I've enjoyed the past year being the same age as my mom. I feel
let's
learn so much about myself.
Happy birthday, Ma. We won't say your age. She's on the road right now. They're traveling, so we'll see when she hears us. I don't know.
She on the road. Where they at?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, we will not.
No, I'm not going to put that out on the internet.
Well, they could. Oh, it's true. Internet.
I complained about a company on the internet who I won't name, and they came right at me and were like, "Hey, man, what gives?"
Not us. You jerk.
Must be a different Bella Light.
Sir, can I have a moment of your time? Just wondering why you're screaming into your phone at us.
I don't know, maybe because you're a heartless corporation that has no desire to actually be helpful.
Maybe junk face is a problem, but
we all know what face wash is. It's not 16th century London. I don't know.
Alex, is the bottom the fourth row down of your DVD collection? Is that just mostly movies with black cases? Because that's what I'm seeing. I think I see Remember the Titans 7 and then Snatch. So maybe that's dramas, but it looks like it's just black cases.
Yeah, it's dramas. I think No, something else. Sixth Sense is in there as well. I was wondering what the really dark one was. So.
No spoilers.
The Sixth Sense, of course, is pizza.
I
was going to say something funny. Don't you hate when you just... No, I got nothing. It's a food. I'm an idiot.
Don't worry. We'd never...
A failure. I've never accomplished anything in my life.
Yeah, that's fine. Cry now on the podcast. We want tears. We need tears. Dang it. Sorry, part of my language. I know we're explicit. I did say dang it.
This has been a rough one this week.
It's been rough, man. This will not air. This is not coming out.
Personal.
This is not coming out. No, they discovered that there are more than 5 senses. Close your eyes and touch your nose. How did you know how to do that?
Like spatial awareness.
Do I have to rub my belly too?
Yes.
So it's kind of like...
And sing Jimmy Crackcorn.
To generalize, but kind of where you go, you have taste buds and the back of your mouth is bitter and the front is... there's no proof that says you have different things.
That's just a way of quantifying.
I'd like to thank crack.com, by the way, for...
Yeah, so there's no real... But they go, there's 8 to 12 senses.
Yeah.
Spatial awareness. What are some other ones?
Oh, I don't...
telekinesis. I think we all have that.
I don't know. My girlfriend has 2 nieces. They've just they're twins. They make up their own language. Like they talk in gibberish and they understand each other perfectly.
So they back and forth.
They just look at each other and be like, and you're just like, what? And the other one's like, and you're just like, all right, well, whatever.
I think it's
you're
like
never gonna learn English, but
and they high five.
What sense is that?
Yeah, but I think her nieces are like dogs. You know how dogs understand each other?
I think you want to go back a little bit there, Will.
Yes, check yourself. You better
First of all, tell your girlfriend to check her horoscope. And second of all, tell her that her nieces are like dogs. Because dogs recognize tone.
So what period of time she had at? What period? Ignore everything that's happening right now. Okay.
Don't mind if I do. No, I'm saying like dogs, they don't recognize words. They just recognize tones. They recognize how a dog is coming out. It's like it's not what you say; it's how you say it, right?
It is a little bit true.
Like if I say,
you could say if you say walk to a dog, they understand walk or car or treat differently.
Well, they understand a command,
right?
So
when I say walk, I don't expect the dog to just go walk itself. It's not a command; it's an offer.
What time period is Sisyphocles like that thing?
Sisyphicus.
I don't. How do you misplace a horse? I mean, this is.
I don't know. This is 3 years ago. Yeah. This is old news.
This is. We should be brand new news to me right now.
Should do this. We should do this podcast like the newsroom and just comment on news from exactly 3 years ago every week.
I'll do it.
Talk about that.
It's only yellow right now. Yeah, well, nothing I can do about it. Talk to me when it's red. No, this is big news. Talk to me when it's red, and it's just like the day comes up, and you're like, oh, yeah. I think we killed Bin Laden. I don't know. I got this guy who tells me that it actually happened 2 years ago because that's when we're filming this. So. I don't know. Is that how a newsroom works? I don't know. I've never been in one. But are they really all that attractive and wise? Like cracking wise all the time at each other?
I mean,
do you think Jeff Daniels is good looking?
I'm talking
he's a good looking guy.
People in the newsroom. Is he ever in the newsroom?
Sorry, are you saying the show or the location?
Like he's really in the newsroom. He's usually in his office or on set. And Mac or Mick or Mac.
I think it's Mech.
Mech? Yeah, Mech comes in.
Mountain Equipment Co-op comes in.
Hey, remember when I proposed to you or we broke up? And then let's get together.
I thought you meant like a mech, like a robot.
Right, yeah.
Robot character.
No, I meant whatever whose its character's name is. Emily Watson? That's not her name?
Wow.
All right. You know what?
Do you know for the last 5 minutes I didn't know what we were talking about?
I would say that. Did I know? I didn't know that, but now I'm not surprised.
I think we got
Emily Watson. No, that's not her name. Oh, it's someone who looks just like her.
Okay, I think we gotta get this podcast into the station shortly. So if there's anything other than who is in the newsroom that you want to get a hold of, we can mention that before we run out of things to talk about next week.
Emily Mortimer, son of a sassy black woman. Oh, my goodness.
Son of a bee. Sorry to use such harsh letters.
You can quote me on the quote-unquote. All right. Next week, we'll talk about Dane Cook and Harmful as Swallowed.
Yeah, Dane Cook quiz. Which beverage mascot burst through a wall and had bricks fall into his open dumb head?
I think that is Arnold Palmer for the drink Arnold Palmer's.
Oh, yeah. Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I know, that's what I was doing. You know who does that fantastic Macho Man Randy Savage?
Whom?
Yeah,
Joe Manganiello.
Does he really?
Oh, who is that? He moused to me. Oh, sorry. That was
who is that? I don't know who that is.
Have you read the book Evolution by Joe Manganiello, the exercise book? Joe Manganiello, by the way, friend of the show.
Sorry, is that the movie from
no.
starring?
No.
Should we spoil
Scott?
Should we spoil True Blood for everybody who hasn't seen the episode already?
I watched one episode of True Blood and I did not get that. He goes to Wikipedia. Look at images.
What am I looking up? I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, him. Hit images.
Should I know who this guy is?
Just show him your. Do you have
the? I don't know. Okay, here we go. This is the best picture I can see of him here.
Dude is yoked. No, he's got the braids from the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Sabotage. Is that not on video yet? I hope it's not on
video. Who says that?
Old people.
This is like. I
don't even know you're looking at his eyes, and he looks like an old Asian samurai right now. I'll specify that the Asian
This is terrible podcasting. Okay, Joe Manganiello, not somebody I know. What was the context of this?
Dude, he's in the original Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was. He was Flash Thompson.
He's and then he Spike Dudley. What's his name?
And then he didn't. And then he didn't book.
Oh my gosh, it's this guy.
Anything. He didn't book anything for years after that. I don't think he booked anything until True Blood.
He was in One Tree Hill. He was in How I Met Your Mother. That's about it.
He's
Did you guys see that one movie, the Nicholas Sparks one, where Robin Scherbatsky ends up being a ghost?
Spoiler alert.
What was that? That only came out like last year. No,
it's like Josh Duhamel and that girl from that dancing show's in it, and it's just like she talks to
Juliana Hough.
This is the least specific.
So she talks to.
No, we got two.
Kobe
we got
Smulders, and then she like makes friends with her, and then at the end it's like she was dead the whole time, and you're like, oh, okay.
I hope that doesn't happen in the movie Sixth Sense.
No, that wouldn't happen.
No,
I mean that's all about spatial recognition.
Shami wouldn't do that to us.
Shammy, yeah.
Have you guys had the experience
ShamWow, Shamlama Ding Dong.
Have you guys had the experience of going to a movie and there's a trailer where it's like from the mind of M. Night Shyamalan or like produced by him, and the crowd reacts very negatively to that?
No, but
I've been there and it's
like from the producer, and you're like, that means nothing to me. From the person who brought this.
That reminds me. So I often go on the IMDb trivia after I watch a movie, which is not necessarily
SOP for me. That's my MO.
Yeah. So
modus operandi.
What bothers me the most about the IMDb trivia page, folks, if you're a big fan of the IMDb trivia page and you get the same problem, let me know. When they say the list of actors who were considered for this role, because it doesn't mean anything. It just means there were 4 guys in a room who said, what about Reese Witherspoon? What about Jennifer Aniston? What about, that's all that means.
I find all screenwriters are from Brooklyn as well. I find that.
That's not a screenwriter.
I don't know. Well, movie maker man or woman, movie maker person.
Yeah. So it's just dumb.
Yeah.
Especially when you see a list of like this actor was considered for this superhero role, or you go through and you're like, that's a horrible choice. Who would consider Topher Grace for Venom?
Yeah.
Like,
the movie was awesome.
That's fiction.
I think I should probably do a commentary of Spider-Man 3. I think my next, because that's why. Why?
I haven't heard
you say why
one of your commentaries.
I said, why not? I've heard
tell us where we can find your commentaries on the internet.
You can find them on LinkedIn.com.
Okay.
Make sure
you
look
it up.
It's followed by me. If we were twins, you'd know what I meant.
Just 2 letters.
No. No. Wow. I'm not on anything, ladies and gentlemen. I just had a giant mug of coffee. But I swear I'm not on any other hallucinatory substances. It is the explicit podcast, though.
I don't think anybody thought you were, and then you say it makes me think that you are.
Yeah, you protest too much.
Exactly. You
just protest at all when no one said anything. I'm not on drugs.
I ran over 0 people on the way over, by the way. I feel like I had to put that. I hit no one with my car on the way over.
I didn't break into that convenience store. That wasn't me. That was somebody else. No, it hasn't been reported yet, but you might hear something about it. I don't know. Guy's description close to mine, but not.
Don't
for sure.
Aaron Hernandez yourself and implicate yourself on a crime by just filming everything that happens within your own house. We have no evidence. Oh wait, he's got security footage in his house. Oh, why is he walking in exactly after that murder with a gun in his hand?
Oh, no. Speaking of murderers, the NFL season starts in a couple of weeks.
Oh no, not a couple weeks.
A couple
training camp starts in a couple weeks.
Okay, so we got to come up with we got to make sure we're going to infuse a lot of football in this thing.
We haven't had any football talk.
Steve Smith Sr. and the Ravens.
Yeah, so here's the one thing about me in football is I'm currently in a dynasty league. But I'm sharing a team with my friend. Yeah, it's a keeper league. Dynasty's like all keeper. And it's a 26-round draft, and it's slow. So it's been going on for 4 days, and we're in the 7th round. So I'm hoping the draft ends before the season begins. At this rate, it may not happen. Anyway, that's all I have to say on the NFL right now. We should probably cop this. We got to cop this.
This is going to be a long pod.
It's because we gave him a shouty last week, so we got to give him a longy this week.
Kubata.
Y'all gonna get some extra show this week, baby, because we cut last week's off a little early for y'all. But this week you get an extra bang for your buck, baby.
You gave some sort of like
Rastafarian
southern wizard woman.
No, it was Dusty Rosy Mountain Dream, baby. From Big Brother? Okay. Big Brother quiz coming up next week.
Which house guest is an asshole? All of them.
Oh, no, you can't say the second part of that word. You have to bleep it out.
Ass bleep. You got to say ass bleep. I'm not going to go through GarageBand and try to find out how you bleep something.
Come on.
I won't do it.
What if we just bleep the whole thing?
We could do the Morse code cast. See who's dedicated.
I don't know, man. If I was doing the Morse code cast, I'd have to tap out pretty soon. Oh, you missed it.
No, we missed nothing.
No, we heard it. You got no reaction on purpose.
No, I reacted.
Cast is a vasty.
That's because you're on some sort of hallucinogenic as you claim.
Hallucinatory substance.
What
do they put in this coffee? Caffeine, am I right, folks? That's going to be an opener.
Will,
Twitter.
Where are your small thoughts, your 140 character thoughts?
140 characters less.
And what's the tweet you sent recently you enjoyed that you want to share with us on this? What are they going to get if they follow you on Twitter?
I did retweet something Lance Storm had posted, which was a mock-up of what Sting...
It's not even his own tweet.
I know, but...
What's something he tweeted? Someone else said.
No, he is a mock-up of Sting on NXT, and they renamed him Borden Stevens. And every time I think of it and think of the photo, I laugh. It hurts. So that's something I've recently retweeted. What else have I tweeted? I've been tweeting a lot recently. I like to take summers off, and just I like to get out and play Super Mario Brothers.
That's right.
Does Patton actually do that?
Yeah,
I did actually. So my last two retweets, actually last two retweets, one from Lance Storm, Borden Stevens. I'm looking at it now. It's making me laugh. And then Tim, friend of the show,
that's right,
posted his Tim Watley posted his RCW gear, which is just a couple of T-shirts. Timmy, we're big fans. And I live tweeted the World Cup final a little bit, but you obviously saw that last week when I listened to the show. So you can follow me on Twitter at William C. Vaughn. Drop me a line, whomever or whenever you are. If you're someone for the past, I'd really like to talk to you.
Your past or just the past in general?
No, the
from
past.
The 1800s. You've stumbled upon this podcast through space and time. Please contact us.
I want to know, J. Edgar Hoover, what you think of our show. Let me know, man. Didn't like it. Okay.
You see that movie?
Well, no, but he's like a man too, though. Not everything has to be based on a movie. But next week will be the all-movie episode of the podcast. I hope you guys, I just decided to do that.
Are we only going to talk in movie quotes?
Video podcast?
That's true. Yeah. No. Well, just
so
you're
just
going to talk.
There's a chance.
I'm telling you, there's a chance. Everybody gets that wrong. But if you go to at @MPVaughn on Twitter, you can give Matt a piece of your mind.
Right.
Matt recently hung out at was fetching about Starbucks. He wanted to make Starbucks the enemy of the show.
Not Starbucks. I don't think they should be. Cover in Starbucks, right?
Yeah, someone did I don't think Twice It's All Right. A very good song. It's actually a great cover of it by Brett Dennen. If you want to look that up on YouTube or your iTunes, it's very much worth your time. It was Don't Think Twice It's All Right. Also the song that ended, I believe, the first season of Mad Men, and a brilliant song. And I often like covers of Bob Dylan songs, but this one was sung by a lady, and it was very twangy and very shrill. And
I thought Bob was covering it.
No.
Okay,
And then she changed the lyrics to be more like to say, "I once met a woman." She's saying, "I once met a man," which I understand why you would do that. But if you ever have to do that in the song that you're covering, you should probably just say, "You know what? Maybe there's a different song out there for me."
Yeah, maybe pick a different
one. I think that's my opinion on covers. Alex, where are you on Twitter?
At Evonics, EVAUGHANICS.
I do that every time. I bob my head.
Yeah, you did. And that's how you spell all of our names. And I want to talk to you about tweets that I sent that are awesome because it's all of them. I feel like my tweets are not appreciated. Do you guys get those things, the emails from Twitter? It's like, check out your week on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's like, you didn't do anything.
Super sad. Mine's like, this tweet got a lot of views. It's like 17. I'm like, oh, no.
It tells you
the only way.
Yes.
The only way I know how to get more followers on Twitter are if you buy them or if you're on a CW show.
Yeah, like
With respect to everybody on CW shows that I know, because I know a couple.
Or you're a pro
of them.
wrestler, and they always get weird followers like CM Punk Forever, AJ Lee, Edge. Like, that's a Twitter handle.
By the way, CM Punk
Jericho
was recently
girl
mentioned.
for never ever.
Was recently mentioned on Raw. They're broadcasting his Best in the World documentary on the network,
on Netflix,
and they mentioned him, and they even tagged him in the tweet. Which I'm
well, you know what happened is that his contract officially expired today, and his names got moved to the alumni page on WWE.com.
Oh, okay,
So that's it, eh?
So, I don't know. I'd never say never, right? Like,
well, his wife came back.
Frey said,
who
said
do
that?
Now, though, like, what does he have enough money to retire? I mean, he's not that old.
Well, he was able to afford Blackhawks, playoff tickets and go down to Los Angeles.
He has to pay, considering how big a deal he is.
Probably not. And
everybody's got a price. Everybody's got to pay.
Yeah, the $1 million man, he always gets his way. Thanks a lot for listening, folks. We got to end it somehow, some way, some reason, somewhere. Wherever you are, like and rate us on iTunes. We appreciate it. And tell a friend or two or three or four about why you like this podcast. So much more. And I will not do the rip-off sign-off that we've been doing. Instead, I'll say, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Oh, gosh.
That's a new one, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, not to anybody who's ever seen that show, but I mean,
not to anybody. It's
don't say. Say we gotta pay. If you say we gotta pay.
If I say the name, we gotta shit out some dollars.
Apologies to Old Spice.
Yes, let's make our apologies. Apologies to Old Spice. Apologies to Mike O'Brien, thinking that he was cut from Saturday Night Live.
Right. Apologies to Weird Al Yankovic for not knowing that your middle name is my first name.
Yeah, we're Alfred Matthew Yankovic. Apologies to him. Apologies to Prince. We did kind of paint him in a bad light.
I like Prince. I never said anything bad about him. Your royal princess, your royal badness.
Apologies to the New England Patriots organization for mentioning Aaron Hernandez
and Dusty Rhodes, who apparently used to be a member.
The Boston Patriots, yes. Apologies to Mr. Dusty Rhodes. Dusty, I know you're listening, so apologies for the numerous bad impressions.
You apologize for apologizing so much.
Apologize to we're going to apologize for too many apologies. Apologies to our mother. We didn't mean to say it was your birthday today. Happy birthday, but we did.
We didn't mean to, but we absolutely meant to and did do that.
Matt, apologies to your wife just because she's got to put up with you.
Oh, Snapple.
She's going to like that one.
Yeah,
that one's for you. Yeah,
Does she listen to this?
She's a friend of the show.
From time to time.
She's married. Like be like, hey, hon, did you listen to my cast?
Hey, why don't you come over here? We'll listen to the podcast and play some crib.
Yeah, eat s'mores and
you guys play
listen to a podcast.
I played my first crib game ever yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I knew those too.
I mean, Mom and Dad used to play it when we went camping. This is the longest podcast ever, I'm sure.
On record, this is the longest.
All time.
Well,
Pete Holmes, we coming for you.
Oh, Joe Rogan podcasts are like 3 hours.
I find Joe Rogan insufferable. Is that the way to say that I hate him? Is that how that works?
Apologies to Joe Rogan. We didn't mean to say that we hate you.
No apologies.
Apologies to Ian Hanlon for bringing you up so much.
His podcasts are still 3 hours long.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
What? Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Sorry, I thought it was one of those comic book podcasts where we just sit around and don't. Should we end it? That's ripping off Craig Ferguson. Should we end it with an awkward pause?
No.
Awkward pause and a mouth organ. Yeah, it's a harmonica. What else? What do you guys want to talk about?
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
You dummy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not tired yet. What do you guys want to talk about?
Because it's 8 o'clock there and another time here.
No, it's not. It's whatever time in Monday morning it is that you're listening to this.
No, they know it's not live, man.
Good morning, afternoon, wherever you are. This is the Triple Threat Podcast from Vancouver, BC. I'm Will Vaughn. We're doing an intro. We're doing another show right away.
It's a show within the show. I mean,
doubleheader.
Can't accept the show. See you, bros.
All right, later.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye. You idiot.